joining us today. As above, so below. We're talking about Sagittarian energy. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, I want to say salutation to my Madrina, my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in the E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Anjays. To each and every one of you guys that are here to learn real magic, real energy, your frequency and vibration. This is the live for you, to each and every one of you guys. What's up, my Monique? My crab case is in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being a part of this platform, and to each and every one of you guys that continuously support my website and to patronize what we do over here. I want to say salutations to you as well. What's up, Mama Susan, Gemini? What's up, my Demetrius? My Gemini is in the house. To each and every one of you guys, are you been chimed in? If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATR. The ATRs are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much. And to all my tribe and my saints that was rocking with me as I received inlay and a bata, the doctor and the nurse. I thank God for being utilized for melanated people. So I'm gonna be talking about some situations. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you on this Saturday, not 100. I did my I received inlay and abata on Thursday, which is my day of power. And then I received, what's up, my Miranda? Hi, aloha. From all the way from Hawaii. Ain't God good? And then Friday I received my ETA from through the Oba. And y'all know I keep it honest, I keep it real. This was giving me another leverage when it comes down to that particular Orisha, and also Abata, and the being able to help you avoid some of the things that I still deal with. And I'm going to discuss that with you all, because this is when I talk about real magic, energy, and frequency and vibration, and people not appreciating what this platform offers melanated people, Black American people. Because people have certain mentality when it comes down to dealing with us. And no matter how many times you show them you not the one, they always gonna try you like you the one. So my subject matter today is, I know how to count my losses, and I have an abbreviation, losses eliminated through gains. And I want to talk to you all about doing stuff the right way, and why you want to do whatever it is. I don't care if you're a side piece, do it the right way. I don't care if you want to be a porn star, do it the right way. I don't care if you want to be a doctor or a nurse, do it the right way. I don't care if you want to be a bum on the street, do it the right way. Do it what's right for your egoons, your ancestors, because everything will work out for the good of you according to your particular purpose and destiny. And I try to tell Black people this, that always trying to cut corners. If you are a liar, you're not going to detect the lies that other people tell you. But if you're a truth teller, you're going to always be able to detect the lie. No matter how white it is, and no matter how little it is, you're going to see that bitch. And I want to say this. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. I do not have to diminish the traditions or the sciences of the ETARs, because people have character flaws. People are, and let me say this, all these ATRs are about money. Black people, stop thinking because somebody telling you that they not about money. It's the same stuff you did in the church. The more a preacher tell you he or she is not about money, the more offering they gonna ask for. I like somebody to be straight up with me. Am I paying for the pussy? Because I could pay for the pussy wholesale or retail. I learned that from my uncles. My uncles them were having an argument, a debate. Call it what you will. But they weren't talking to me, but I was there. And my other uncle told his brother, all you do is buy pussy. So, and the uncle that was saying that was the one I was looking up to because he was the player. He had hoes all over the place. They hoes just falling to the left, to the front. You know, I'm just being honest with you. So he said, that's all you do is buy pussy. He said, you buy pussy too. I looked at it. I'm a child. I stay in child's play, but I was taken aback, if you will, for the response he gave. He said, I pay wholesale. You pay retail. I got quiet. I got quiet. So I'm listening. He said, you buy furniture, you out here buying this and buying that. He said, all I do is ask her what she want for it. He said, you got paying light bills and paying rent, still buying pussy. I taking out to dinner, still buying pussy. I was gathered. Do y'all hear me? I was gathered in that moment. I was a kid. I ain't never ever forgot that. I made up my mind. I said, I done went with you a lot of things, but my other uncle got a point. I'm gonna be that nigga with wholesale. Now, I'm a hoe that's got wholesale skills. I said, I don't like. You doing the same thing. A lot of us in life, you think you doing something different because somebody doing a different type of way. You still paying. What kind of paymaster are you gonna be? Because you're gonna when you dealing with sex, you gonna have to give us some money. I don't care if you're doing it with same sex or opposite sex. It all costs. To keep your pussy clean, it costs. To keep your ass clean, it costs. To keep your mouth clean, it costs. So after that morning enlightenment. So I'm sitting here saying to my flock and my tribe on this Saturday, Satyrian energy. I'm going to be coming from James, the 1st chapter, the 2nd through the 6th verse. Now, if you have not been in my lives, I can be real truthful and keeping it 100. And I can be very truthful keeping it 1,000. I'm starting out with 1,000 because there's too many black people that leave in the church and going into the ATR and they do not have somebody that is black. I've been doing magic ever since I've been 3 to 4 years old. Let my mama tell you. I'm 52 years of age. I have been initiated in various of black arts and black traditions. But I've been born with the energy, the frequency, and vibration that I have. I came here as a king. I'm going to leave out here crown, mini crown. My point is, when I discuss it with you, I need you to understand why this is essential. Why you need to venerate your ancestors. I sent out some pictures to my tribe and to my saints, so they're gonna have a better understanding what these pictures and things I'm gonna discuss today. If you are going to get into ATRs, you need to understand the magic energy Ache of your bloodline. Black people If you don't know your ancestors' name, it does not matter. Your ancestors know you. And all you have to do is a simple, I summon my ancestors that are here for my spiritual court. What's up, my Boaz? We coming from James, the 1st chapter, the 2nd verse through the 6th. This is really important, especially to my gay, bisexual, black men and women that are operating and desire to operate in ATRs. Please hear ye me. I'm here for all my people, but all my people don't operate the same way. And they don't function in life. Everybody here is not educated. Everybody here don't have a degree. But we all can learn. I deal with all type of people. And I want to make sure that every type of person, if you're black and you're melanated, whether you wearing a dress or a suit, whether you got a clit or you got a penis, however you arrange that, whether you switch from a penis and got you a vagina, or you went from a vagina and got you a penis, you're still fuckable. And therefore, you're my people. Now that I got that clarity out of the way. Magic, it comes along with your birth. Energy, frequency, and vibration. I'm going to be coming from James, the 1st chapter, the 2nd verse through the 6th. It said, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations. These are tests. Count it all joy. Knowing this, that the trying of our faith. So your belief system is going to go under test. I don't care if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, and then you back that the ass all the way up back to Christianity and find yourself in Egyptology and Kemet. Your faith, your belief system is going to be tried. It's going to be tested. I don't know why black people think because you move around in the ATR that you're still not going to be challenged by those same principles. These are universal laws. Universal laws apply to each and every person, whether you're doing right or whether you're doing wrong, whether you're up or whether you're down, whether you're studied or you're ignorant as fuck. You're still going to be tried and tested. Whether you got 12 baby daddies or whether you ain't got one husband, baby daddy. It don't matter. Whether you've been a virtuous woman or whether you've been a tramp of tramps, skank of skanks. Community pussy of community pussy. It don't matter. Universal laws apply to everybody, whatever state that they're in, because we are already eternal. And so therefore, whatever we vibrate, whatever we choose, there's always assimilation or manifestation for that particular path. Okay? I want to be clear. This is why structure matters. This is why Saturn matters in your life. This is why Capricorn, let me tell y'all something before I get in there. If you got a Aquarius or a Capricorn in your life, this is how you gonna know they got it for you. When a Capricorn or an Aquarius put you up on game, what's going on? What's the tea? That is a Capricorn. When they tell you the fuckery and the foolery that is going on in your endeavor, you may want a job. And that Capricorn or that Aquarius is going to let you know. Now, such and such is good at what they do, but they also keep a lot of drama going on. When a Capricorn or an Aquarius got it for you, they're going to give you the 411. But they don't give a fuck about you. They ain't telling you shit. Just telling you. They're going to let you know how things flow in the structure of a thing because that's what they do. Okay? That's Saturn energy. And this is why a lot of you black people that get into the ATR, you want to do magic without structure. Rules and regulation. Things are implemented for a reason. James, it goes on. It said, knowing this, that our faith, trying of our faith, worketh patience. Patience is something that you understand. For me being a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius, moon in Aries, and rising sign Pisces. I wanted that 9 days ago. I don't consider myself a patient person. I be patient. Let me explain. I'm not a patient person. That's not my energy. But I know I have learned how to be patient for my manifestations. You understand? It can't get here until it get here. It can't manifest until it manifests. Okay? That's just like anything I order. Did it come yet? Daddy is my tree order a lot of stuff for me. And she be like, Daddy, they say it should be here between this and that. I'm a fire sign. But I be patient because I'm not going to stress myself out because it can't get here until it get here. Some of y'all ain't learn how to be patient. No, you're going to learn from these fuckers in the church about praying for patience. You don't want to pray for patience because depending on the spirit or the egun or the ancestor that want to teach you how to be patient, they can create all kind of trials in your life. No, you need to understand the virtue of being patient, even though you're not a patient person like me. But I can be patient. I can be patient to sit there and wait on the opportunity to fuck you up. Praise God. Now, it says, faith worketh patience, and let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire and wanting nothing. When you let the process be the process and you allow your evolution to be your evolution, everything you need and everything you will ever desire will be a part of that molding, that transformation. It is too many black people thinking you're going to be crawling today and up flying tomorrow. You don't want to go, you don't want to crawl before you walk. You don't want to have no respect for the process that is necessary, the structure that is going to develop you so you will lack nothing in your person, in your individuality. I'm going to say it again. If you really want to learn magic energy and conjure, you're going to have to understand universal law. And whether you like them or not, you're going to respect them. Because you don't want to, when you get through your development, you don't want to be lacking nothing. When you're in a rush and you want everything, you got the itching ears and you want to be around people that like you or at least pretend to like you. I'd rather be around a bitch that don't like me and still know how to do what they do. Huh? When you want to be equipped, as one prophetess said, I'm too equipped to be whipped. When you want to be in a position that you're going to be hard to handle and hard to deceive and hard to beguile, you want to go through your proper process. As much as I don't like to be patient, I'm not impatient because I want what I want. And I want to get what God got for me. And the only way that I'm going to get that if I'm going to go through the process. See, you being hungry does not make the food any more ready to be eaten. You being hungry doesn't mean that the meat is going to cook any faster. If you want the proper nutrients for the meal that you're going to sit down and claim to enjoy, then you're going to go through the process. Your condition of hunger does not change the process. Come on here, somebody. What's up there? Raina is in the house. My Gemini. My fellow spiritist. I want to help some of y'all, because some of y'all need to get in my intermediate class. We're going to start that in country. Y'all need some growing up shit. And I'm not going to serve you milk. If you give a baby too much milk, it'll rot in their teeth. You got to know, wean yourself off of certain shit. I need to talk to grown people. I told you I'm going to keep it 1,000. You got to know when it's no, you don't have any more room for the sweet mouth people. You don't need nobody else being sweet. You done fucked up so much in your life listening to sweet mouth people. You need somebody that gonna give it to you raw and real. You want it bitter as it come. I was taking my black walnut and my wormwood. I said, this is bitter shit. But I said, I see why them worms got to go. Because every medicine that is good for your soul is not going to taste great. Every message that come across the pulpit or social media that is necessary for your development and for you to have everything you need, you ain't going to like everything going to be said. I need you to understand that as a grown man and grown woman, if you're going to get in contact and you want to do it the right way that is right for you and your ancestors, then you need to understand this. What's up, my Aries in the house? Tree. So it goes on to say, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, and that give it to all men liberally, means freely. So you want to know the advice from everybody but the divine. I'm going to say that again. You want the wisdom of every man. You don't want the wisdom of God. See, you have a right. There's different types of wisdom out here. Y'all need to peep this shit. I'm going to drop some nugget to the y'all black want to be wise ass people. There's different levels of wisdom, and there's different types of wisdom. There's wisdom of prosperity. There's wisdom of poverty. There's wisdom when it comes down to warfare. Some people throw the rock, hide their hands. I bash you in your fucking face. No, everybody approach to spiritual warfare is not the same. And there's wisdom in all of that. And you need to find out who you are so you know what type of wisdom you need to be following. So I'm not the person gonna be out there marching. That is not my fight. Huh? I have another type of wisdom. If you're listening to me, and I'm Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. Thank you for hitting that like button. I know y'all like drift in and catching on the replay, but I'm still be blessed. Y'all hate to help somebody that's real. I don't know what's wrong with you bitches. You ain't gonna hinder me from getting anything that God got from me. I bet y'all want you to know it, but you click off. I want you to know you not hindering me from getting any likes, any money, any pussy, or any ass. You can talk about me to Jesus come. Huh? I'm a delicious man. I want you to know today, bitch, that you stopped absolutely nothing regarding my ability to be blessed and favored by the divine. I want y'all to understand that. What God got for me ain't got a fuck thing to do with you. So you not giving me a like, but you give me a peek, it's still helping me. It's all gonna work together for my good. Huh? You can't help but help me, bitch. Whether you like it or not. I'm because I'm letting you know, even your hatred is still working for my good. Even your dislike and disdain for me is working for my good. You understand? My losses gonna be eliminated by my gains. I need you to understand that. I want people to, when y'all listen to me, I got a different type of wisdom. I can't give you the wisdom that these other people give you, because they like getting their ass whooped. At least it appears that to me, because they all getting their ass whooped. So if you're getting it done, you might as well like it. I like whooping people's ass. You understand? I'm a different type of pleasure. I like whipping ass. I don't like my ass getting whipped. I like ass whipping, but I want to be the giver, not the receiver. And so I have to follow the wisdom that makes me an ass whipper and not getting your my ass whipped. So that's how I teach conjure. Hoodoo, voodoo, anything I get in. I just want y'all to know that, because I don't want nobody to tell me, I didn't know he was like that. Oh, bitch, you knew. Now, it says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and he will give it to you liberally or freely. Unbridled is not, means there's no restraints. No restraints. And it shall be given him. Verse 6 says, but let him act in faith, having nothing wavering. Nothing wavering. For he that wavered is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Now, I know some of y'all like y'all salads tossed. And I don't mind flipping nobody's lid. I really don't. I get into some things and some things I don't get in. But I don't mind tossing a salad here and there. But I don't eat from everybody's salad bar. Yes! I want to preach on today. I don't eat from everybody's salad bar, because everybody don't have certain standards about what they put on their salad bar. Come on here, somebody. Some of y'all like to mix different things on your salad bar. But it should be what I choose to put on my plate. Come on here. I feel the thing in my spirit. You understand? If I want to mix my vegetables, oh my God, let me mix my vegetables. I don't want it come mixed. See, I'm going to know what type of salad that I want on my salad plate. Come on here, somebody. You're not going to have me out here tossing salads any kind of way. I'm a man of integrity. You gonna sit there and give me that dry burnt lettuce? No, I don't eat them kind of salads. Yes. Some of y'all done got sick out here tossing salads. Because you don't care about the salad bar that you pick your salad from. We all like some good vegetables. And we all like to flip the lettuce here and there. But my God, on today, you're not a good chooser of your vegetables. Every vegetable ain't healthy. Praise God. Anyway, so I'm saying all this because I want to teach my method, my wisdom of how I count. I know how to count my losses. And I also know how to eliminate my losses through any gains that I acquire. And I was telling Mother Susan that I wanted to, I was going to make Mario's death count. There's things in your life you cannot change. But you can make that situation matter, and you can make that thing count. And see, the problem that people having with me, especially when it comes down to Brother Mario, and people don't understand me generally. I don't care that you don't like Brother Mario. I don't need you to like him. I like him. He wasn't loyal to you. He was loyal to me. See, I don't need you to like my mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my roach, my caterpillar, my lawn man. I don't give a fuck how you feel about the people that move for me. I don't care. What I care about is how I treat them and how I invest in them, and you want to come and mess it up. That ain't gonna go for. I don't care that you don't like me as a black man. Don't care. But I care that you try to disrespect what I have worked and earned. So I was getting my ETA. And let me say y'all this before I tell y'all this. Still love them. I love my Oba. I love my Padrino. I love the people that involved in this service. But I know bullshit when I see. Now, when I started out in Santeria, Ocha, Lukumi, I did not know a lot and I didn't know enough. But bitch, I'm a nerd. When I say I study to show myself approved, a workman that need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, this is what these people have not realized. I always go to my elders. When I'm dealing with something, even if I'm unfamiliar with it, like I was about Santeria, Lukumi, and Ocha, I go to people that are elders in the religion. And I listen. And because I'm always verifying and confirming. When I don't know shit, I don't pretend to know shit. So I'm always verifying the information before I go out here and disperse it, or utilize it on myself, or give it to somebody. I want to know what's is verified and what's it confirmed. So I was in the ETA, and my numbers came out 6 and 9. I don't care where I go, what tradition, those are my numbers, 3, 6, and 9. But my numbers came out 3, 6, and 9. And he said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "Absolutely." Ever since I was a child, I have always had a rage in me. I can go ballistic really quick. And I'm a 5 sign, so I wouldn't give a fuck. Once I'm there, I'm out there. And whatever happens, I don't really care. I ain't just a guy like that. I'm 52 years old. I just have a lot more wisdom. But I understood the Odu. I don't bother people because I don't want to have to fuck you up. See, when I'm talking to people and educating people about that I'm a Sagittarius, Moon and Aries, and rising sign Pisces, this is why I don't play with people's feelings. This is why I ain't trying to be a side piece unto everybody. I got to have somebody. If I'm a freak with you, I need to understand the rules and the regulations around your freedom. Am I a worthy participant in your freakiness? Or this gonna be cause of conflict? See, some of y'all just freaking. No, I'm a regulated freak. I got license to freak. I'm gonna make sure I survive the freakdom. Anyway, so, and this is what happens when you think that all black people are ignorant and willfully ignorant. I'm not the novelist that I started out in this tradition. So, long story short, I had a couple problems with certain things that were said. So, one of the things that were discussed was that Minister Mario, son of Achosi, was the one that was protecting me. Don't sound like nothing wrong with that. But he said that this Moreto is the main spirit. I looked at him. My presiding spirit did not move aside from my grandmother when she died. He didn't move aside. He didn't move aside when my father died. He's been with me from the time I entered into this world until now. And Minister Mario, son of Achosi, is the most unexperienced spirit that I have in my spiritual quarter. And I am the one that is elevating him. I'm the one venerating him. And now I understand why you want to deal with Mario. Because you feel that all you got to do is mention Mario and I'm just going to hear everything you got to say. This is what y'all don't understand, y'all ancestors. You need to know how your grandma talked. You need to know how your granddaddy operate. You need to have a relate. This is why I tell goddamn black people. Know your ancestors. Don't have nobody on your altar that you don't know like that. You know they good and they bad. You have a relationship. Yeah, they made you cookies and pie, but they also whip your ass. You need them kind of ancestors. You need to have that understanding. So I'm listening. He said, you understand? I said, I hear you. When I say I hear you, that don't mean I accepted it. And I knew Mario was going to come with me. When we was on Earth, everywhere I went, Mario was there. Why would he change to be something that he wasn't? I must say, you think Mario? She be asking me about this. You think Mario was there? I said he too nosy not to be there. Mario was nosy in life. He had the Aquarius moon, so he liked to be nosy at a distance. He liked to see the drama. He don't want to be right up close, but he want to see it. But he want to see it at a distance. So I'm listening. Then he said that Ligba hadn't heard from me. And he wants to hear from me, and he wants me to venerate him more. That's why I put the picture of, y'all know that I just recently did. And this is how you know what's true and what's not true. So I'm listening, looking for my Padrino to step in, because I always like to be respectful, because this is what people don't know about. You don't want me to correct your loved ones. Just like I tell my saint, you need to talk to your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, because when I talk, you ain't gonna like me. I ain't never professed to be nice. Never, ever, ever, ever profess. I do nice things. But if you get and you make me go there, bitch, I will go there. My moon is in Aries. Confrontation is what I do. Praise is what I do, and confrontation is what I do. And bitch, I be prepared for a confrontation. When I wake up in the morning, the parasite that I done got on their ass, I wake up every morning for a confrontation with you motherfuckers. And I intend to kill every last one of you. Yes, I do. Just like you intended to kill me. Anyway, so I'm listening. Because I do understand that spirits change and rotate, shift, depending on how big your spiritual cord is. Because I had a cousin that passed away many years and did come into my spiritual cord. Huh? And you let the ancestor, and that's why you have a presiding spirit, because they do all that regulating. When different spirits want to work with you or you get initiated, they are different spirits that they decide who's more qualified to play certain position. And I do know that Minister Mario is crowned, so he is not just a spirit in my spiritual court, but he's also a crown priest, and he's also an initiated scratch Polaro. So he had some chops, but he don't have the chops that my presiding spirit. He don't have the chop that my grandmother, my father had. You understand? He good, but not that good. And that ain't no slight at nobody. So I'm looking. I done sat sideways. Cause bitch, I'm uncomfortable. Cause I ain't come here for all that. Then he said that I need to pay attention and basically prepare when I get old. Bitch, I'm retired after 30 years. I'm the only one sitting. It's 5 people sitting here. I'm the only one got on brand new drawers. I'm the only one got on white lace brand new drawers. On Mother Susan, the only one I've seen them. Because I put them on my bed and I sent her some pictures. Prepare for getting old. When I'm 52 years of age, going to be 60 in 8 years. And I've been preparing, and I teach people. See, this is when you done taught. And so, he went into that. So I'm sitting there, this ain't making no sense. I know Orisha speak past, present, and future. I get all that. But this is not in alignment for what I do, what I teach, and what I believe in. Bitch, I'm prepared to live and to prepare to die. I was raised by a Virgo. A Virgo always prepared for the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm a child of a Virgo. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius, but I was raised in school and groomed by a Virgo. Just like I was prepared to come down to receive inlay and abata, and I was prepared for any bullshit. I was prepared with my sleeping and my lodging. I was prepared for my groceries. And I was prepared if somebody wanted to give me some ass while I was in the city of Tampa. I was prepared. I promise you, I'm always prepared. I'm an anointed freak. I'm always prepared. If I got to give up some sleep to give out some inches, I'll do it. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to be cleansed. So he started talking about me cleansing. Because I'm trying to make because some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all got my bath cleanser, and some of y'all got my the cleanser that I put out there for $160. Now y'all got my $20 back. It's good, but it ain't nothing compared to the ones that spend $160 to get that liquid cleanser. So, and I got a better cleanser than what y'all get. So I'm looking at him. I'm looking at my Padrino. I'm like, you. So he started talking about me venerating Eligba. and he's crowned a Ligba. And I'm like, I sent my Padrino. I ain't said this, but I'm thinking in my head. I sent you the picture. You got the evidence. You got the facts. You need to straighten this. For I do. I know what I knew. So when he got on he started talking about how I need to stay up with my Padrino and don't let nobody come between us. And so I was like, I said, I'm not understanding. But even though I said I'm not understanding, I'm fully I'm understanding this shit. When I say I don't understand, bitch, I understand. Cause I'm for the side swipe a bitch. I'm for the side swipe you. So I said I don't understand because I do what I'm supposed to do. I said and the reason there's issues is because I doubt because it's not my fault or Minister Mario or Mario's fault that we were lied to. I said to be honest with you, all I see since I've been in Santeria and Akumi is how y'all undermine and talk about each other. Cause everybody talking about nobody doing it right. Y'all say that about everybody. Just like y'all saying about the people that I came from, they said it about y'all. One thing I noticed, y'all talk about each other. When I say I side swipe like a motherfucking that Etah, I said, how you gonna tell me about my future when I live better than all five of y'all? All four of y'all, because it's me, I'm included in five. I live better than all y'all. I live better, I eat better. I'm more healthy than all y'all. How you gonna tell? Why would their reachers be concerned when they should know what I'm doing? This is the same shit y'all black people don't realize that you're gonna have to deal in the ETR because the same thing they do with Jesus. Oh, the Lord told me this, and the Lord told me that, or Jesus told me this, or Holy Ghost spoke to me. It's the same shit. Eligba said this, Orisha said this, Obatala said, it's the same stuff. If it ain't, and Pungo said this, and Pungo said that, Tata said it. He say, she say shit is in every religion. I'm just letting you know. So, those that do not know my temperament, those that do not know me as a person, don't accuse me of something that I ain't doing. So, he was like, brought up about me and Padrino. So, I said, because I was going to go there. So, let me tell y'all something about me. I don't make nobody do nothing. I treat myself how I want to be treated. And I'm a generous person. So if you're a Sagittarius, you know what that means. So if you deal with a Sagittarius. Now, all I did, I've been generous to my first Padrino and my Padrino. Everybody that I've been in this relationship, I taught Mario how to do it. I teach my people, my flock, my tribe, how to give, how to support, whether you feel like you got it or not. Always pour and invest into energy, frequency, and vibration. That's the way I live. But I will tell you this. When you try to abuse or take advantage of my generosity, I start tapering shit off. I start cutting back my generosity. And if you think that I'm being generous to you because you this and that there, that's not my problem. You made my generosity about you instead of understanding my generosity was about me and how I do things. I'm generous to my clients, huh? Matter of fact, I'm generous to your daddy. Do you know how much dick I put down your daddy's throat? I'm generous. I played your mama spinal cord like a xylophone. Beep, me, 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 me. I went from the top of them vertebrae all the way down to the backbone of that vertebrae. I smacked that ass. You understand? I'm generous in all things. I'm generous with my blessing, and I'm generous with my curses. I'm generous. But when you try to abuse and take advantage, and now instead of you apologizing for how you have behaved and handled me and mishandled me and underestimated my fuck you power. So we go on through that because I'm being real. But the reason I know that it wasn't all bullshit, just like I know in the church. I learned this from a Jamaican man. He said, learn how to eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's that which was good for my spirit and my soul, I kept it. I knew I take it in the truth. But the other shit, I ain't even wait to leave the table. I spit that shit out. It's not gonna get in my esophagus. I'm not swallowing that shit. So he goes on, because it's ETAs are long. So some things I'm gonna tell you, some things I'm gonna tell you. So he gets on there. And he wants to talk about that I don't know and I don't understand all the power that I have. And he's never seen anybody that the Orishas run after. He said, I'm looking at you, and he said, most people have to do all kind of things to get the attention of the Orishas, but you're not like that. The Orisha, and he looked at, he said, even Inlay and Abata, how they are showing up for you. He said, I've never seen it. They are literally shocked about how the Orishas are responding to me. He said, I just never saw it. That's fine. That's not the problem of why I'm bringing it up. How are you going to tell me I don't know the power that I have? Have you ever seen me utilize it? No, you haven't. Has Padrino ever seen me utilize my power? No, he hasn't. But he's seen the aftermath when I got on them people for his ass. When they were coming after him, I stood up. His godchild defended the Ile. Solo dolo. I didn't need no goddamn help. When my Padrino was on attack, I asked for permission. I said, you want me to handle that? He said, yes, godson. So I don't understand how you trying to act like I don't stay up with my Padrino. No, I'm not as generous to my Padrino that I used to be because of you talked to him about that. He know why. But just like in the church world, pastors come in or a preacher come in and always telling the congregation how they need to be a blessing to the pastor and to support and to be on board. You know, the same old, it's like that in ATRs. You can see, this is why I tell y'all about doing shit right. Mario don't owe y'all shit, and I don't owe you shit. I pay my way. And this is why I'm telling black people, if you cannot afford to walk into these certain traditions, they're already going to try you with some bullshit. But the first thing you need to do is be able to cover you and your ancestors' asses. I started counting my losses. And I started making gains. Then he brought up about Mario's Oshun. Oh, Mario Oshun needs you to to venerate her and blah, blah, blah. When I tell y'all I am good to spirits, not just my spirits, I'm good to your ancestors. Why you think your ancestors like working with me? Because I am good to people and spirits. I don't give a fuck how you treat me. But I am good to people, and I am good to people, spirits. And let me tell you something, and I'm gonna use Demetrius as an example. I am good to his ego, but I am not good to his ego trying to get his ego to do a fuck thing for me. Demetrius don't have to worry about me doing shit he ain't paid me for, trying to get his spirit to do stuff for me that's supposed to be doing for him. I'm not that type of spiritualist. I don't care what I know about your business. I don't utilize your business and your spirit for my benefit. I got my own spiritual team. What I am good about is how I treat your ego. And I try to teach you, and Demetrius know how we have a conversation. I tell him what to do with his ancestry. That's why his conjure is strong. Because you're supposed to be training us how to practice the religion and the tradition. That's your fucking job. But instead of that, you're trying to cipher energy, frequency, and vibration off of black American people. And you found out yesterday, I was not that nigga. I was not that nigga. And I got way more knowledge and way more understanding. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a card out here. See, this is what they don't understand. This is why I don't believe in burning bridges. Any Madrina that I don't deal with in the capacity, it was never because of me. It was always because of them. And I want you to know. So when you see this video today or tomorrow, because I always give people their props. Shadow of Wolves is the one that has been schooling me about Ocha since before she became my godmother and Mario's godmother. The reason why I have the information that I had, I've been having it for years. But unlike a lot of people that get into elays, I study. And I master anything. I don't participate in anything that I don't master. See, I don't want to just be okay in it. I don't want to be basic in it. I want to master the shit that I do. So all those years that she was giving me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it's why I was able to sideswipe them like a motherfucker yesterday. And do it with dignity and respect. I already know about the Delo Goons. So he said, and they do it all with a smile. And when I tell you Latino people are just like crackers, crackers will be trying to cut your throat and hang your ass and still be smiling. Did it all that line through a smile. Was it all a lie? No, it wasn't. But I'm telling you not only what happened, but I'm telling you why it's a problem. And at no time, when I'm the shepherd of the ministry, it is my job to oversee my flock. And if something is getting out of hand, I step in. And I tell that saint, you step back. There was things that I allowed Minister Mario, son of Achosi, he was the church administrator, to do. And there's other things I say, you're not their pastor. You can't tell them that. When I step back, it's for you to step up. And there are certain things that should have been addressed. and brought clarity to, that I knew that my Padrino had the information. Because I'm a good communicator. This is why you want facts. This is why I tell y'all to go through the website. And when you Zelle me, there's a transactional number. And that protects you and that protects me. That's why when Stormy would say certain to me, and I say, I don't want to get upset with it. No, baby, that ain't gonna upset with me. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. That's why I tell you that. Send your money. I don't want no shady shit. So he was talking to me. I was just about to talk. And so I was sitting there. And this is, let me tell you something. If you got a consultation with me, y'all know I don't mind my consultation being recorded. Because I ain't intend to tell them lie. I don't mind you taking notes. Can't nobody look at their notes and they record it and come back to me later and talk about I told them a fucking thing that was a lie. Do y'all hear me? Facts matter. And when people don't want to be recorded, it's because they don't want you to have any verifiable receipt of what's been said. What's been done. If you pay for your egg on steak, you have a receipt. It protects you, and it's damn sure protects me. And when you doing good business, you don't have a problem being recorded or there being any receipts. Because if you're not being crooked. So, somewhere down in Utah, it came up. He was suggesting that I need to get Oku. Oku is a reacher, and he was talking about feeding the ground and this and that, which I had already originally talked to my Padrino because he told me you need to come down here and feed the ground. Oku. Okay. I always teach my members, I teach my family, I talk to my sister. I ain't give you nothing that I wouldn't tell my own loved ones. So I always tell them, your only job when you're in a relationship is to make it hard for the clean up man and the clean up woman. So he was talking to me about Oku. He said, you need to receive Oku. I said, I already got Oku. If you ever been in a card game, I slung that damn card down so hard, I was waiting on it. I said, I already have Oku. My Padrino sit up. Now, all this other fuckery going on, you ain't set up, but you gonna sit up now. Let me tell y'all something. I do not play checkers. I play chess. When you come fuck with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., you better be ready. And all that bullshit you do with other black people, you not gonna do it with me. Or you gonna get your ass checked. I said, I already have Oku. He was like, oh, you got Oku? So he was trying, Padrino, and said, I didn't give you, I said, I already got it. Oh, you don't recognize that Oku. You gonna have to. I'm good. He said, well, it's okay if you're good with it, blah blah blah. Y'all tried me earlier in this religion with the Olokun. I done paid almost, cause at the time I was paying double for me and Master Mario. Cause I tell everybody, go through my church. Go give a donation of your ceremony. And he's still gonna hit the retro. But you will be able to claim your services and what you spend at the end of the year. So I said, I already have Oku. I ain't got to get all these. I have a Madrina that already gave me Oku. He didn't know that Shadow Wolf already taught me years ago that once you become a Sandera, you can receive Orisha from anybody. So if you want good business, see, they try to lock you in. And see, he was trying to regulate my growth. And I found out from somebody I had been dealing with years before I knew him. They went through my book, and that's when they told me that I should have, based off what was written, that I should receive Oku and Obata. Obata. Oba, sorry. And so she explained to me, she said, as powerful as Oya is in your life, you have to have something to ground her energy. So the reason I got Oku was really about grounding my Oya because of the power that she possessed. And I needed a strong Orisha to ground her energy so I could bring her down. And it was written in my book. My Padrino never said anything. Neither one of my Padrino or my Oba. She said, you're not going to be able to bring down your Orisha without Oku. She said, my mother is Oya, and she said, my daughter is Oya. She said, you have to have Oku. So that's how I ended up with Oku. Even though Oku also receives all the offerings in the ground. I know about that too. They didn't know I knew it. When I say I hemmed him up in that Etah, and I made him get his foot out of his ass and mouth, because one thing I can do is play crazy. I can be crazy and I can play crazy. And I do it well. I can play crazy like a motherfucker. Me no speak no English. Me no speak no Espanol. I play crazy right on with you. If you can laugh and skin and grin, I can laugh and skin and grin too. So the reason why I'm sharing this, if somebody's gonna try me at the level that I am in, and they're still gonna try to finagle money out of me. So this is the gag. I have to I'm gonna receive every reach I can. You don't have to lie to me. You don't have to play games with me. I'm gonna receive I got you next week. I'm retired. And whatever monies I make are going to be invested in my spirituality. And I'm going to always be prepared for whatever my saints or my tribe needs. And so therefore, I ain't got to run out and get it. That's why I believe in reinvesting in my spirituality. If somebody wants to be trashed, and then I already told Demetri, I'm going to go into Kimbanda. Now all of a sudden, he want to show me how to make their reaches talk. He wants to show me how to what to get out of the goat head. He ain't did none of this shit before. Now that you know, I know, and the reason why I know because of Shadow Woods. She told me that she told me years ago, and that's why I knew what my other Madrina was doing and not doing. I'm going to always seek the wisdom of elders. And I don't study to be a fool. I study to be wise. And that's why I don't have to crook people. I ain't going to crook people. I'm not going to lie to you. This is why black people don't appreciate me coming out here and saying the things that I say and telling you what to look for and what should be expected, because they're not going to give you something that they don't have, and they're not going to put you in a position to surpass them. But I was born to surpass you. And my spirits are going to make sure I get what I need. And that's why I ain't mad with nobody. I gained more than I lost. The time that I lost with that bullshit, I gained it through somebody give me some good head. God will replace your losses. However you so choose. I'm going to be blessed regardless. I have access to all 9 realms. How you gonna get? And right now I got my inlay receiving extraterrestrial energy, and then I'm gonna feed Obata. My reach is on a whole nother level. Every tradition is about energy transfer, especially these. You cannot birth your own eligba. You can't birth your own legba. You get it has to be transferred the energy. But once you transfer the energy, then I upgrade the energy because me and you operate on total different dimensions and levels, and there's no shade to nobody. For me to be my individual and for me to be out here for melanated people, what I'm trying to offer you is that you will have to deal with less bullshit as possible if you go through me. You don't have to worry about me trying to finagle you out no money. Because I ain't broke. I don't need you to eat. I don't need you to drive. I don't need you to fuck. I don't need you to... Anything that I want to do, I can finance myself. I don't need your light bill money, your water bill money. I don't need your car note. I don't need your mortgage to take care of the things that God has blessed me to take care of. But you're going to pay me. And since I'm in the church, it's called a donation. When I give Padrino his money, it's called a derecho. But I will be claiming everything I spend in the end of the year. Because I'm going to get everything I need to get to be a proficient godparent, a proficient tata, a proficient pastor, apostle, whatever house hat I have to wear, I'm going to be proficient. And I'm going to be a master of my craft. I'm not going to only be knowledgeable, but I'm going to be able to execute. Mother Susan said, Apostle, I seen your picture with Padrino. Padrino is 30 years old. She said, you look like you in their 30s. I'm 52 years old. You gonna sit here and tell me about my health and well-being, and all y'all look hard. All y'all look like y'all had a bad day. I'm not that guy. I don't know what other black people you gonna deal with this in religion, but I am not that guy. Don't fuck with me and don't lie to me. And do your job. That's what I'm paying you for. I'm paying you to do a job, not to like me. You don't have to like me. You can like me or you not like me, but at the end of the day, I'm paying you to do a job. And you're not doing anything for me for free. And that's the good thing that some of y'all black people in the church don't like. You don't have to worry about nobody talking shit about you because you paid your way. Every water I drunk, I paid for it. Every water I didn't drink, I paid for it. Everything on that table that you guys saw, I paid for it. So I walk away not feeling I owe you shit. And that's how I was raised by my family. Don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing but love, and that's it. And anything I do out of my generosity or my kindness. And depending on how you handle me is how much of that you get. So I hope I help you. I hope I share with. I gotta go to Miami today because I'm gonna receive I got you next week. I do have my my vessel, but I want to make sure I got all the tools. I got all the confetti. Y'all know how I like to do. That's what I'm spending the rest of my life, my days doing. My enhancing my spirituality to make sure that the shit I deal with and shit that Mario had to deal with, that y'all don't have to do. If you come through me, or if you watch my lives, I'm gonna educate you, melanated people, what to expect, what to look out for, and not be expecting these people to be something that they can't be. And now, oh, he gonna teach me. He gonna teach me more he intended to teach me. You know why? because now he got something to prove. Now he knows that I understand that I can go outside of him to receive Orishas. Now, the sky's the limit. You have to train people how to treat you. And you can learn how to do that through Saturn. If you got structure in your life, see, you shouldn't ask people to do something you ain't willing to do for yourself. My mama always told me that when I was young. She said, when you have what you need, people gonna always offer you. And basically, if you got transportation, somebody will always give you transportation. But if you get without transportation, watch how people treat you good. If you got a place to stay, people will always tell you welcome to their house. Whatever you already possess, you can always receive. It's a problem when you ain't got it. That's when you find out how people really feel. Huh? I'm trying to give you some wisdom. I'm talking about real wisdom. They're gonna help you navigate these spiritual streets and stay out of confrontation. Because I sent my Padrino the pictures. So instead of calling certain people liars, I'm gonna send the picture. Because the evidence speaks for itself. How can that be true when I got the receipts? You want to build on proper structure and proper foundation. Stop running away from Capricorn. Stop running away from Aquarius. If you really trying to learn spiritual conjure, melanated conjure. And at the end of the day, I'm always get what I want. I was sent down here to get what I'm supposed to have. And I already know I don't have to kiss nobody's ass. I don't have to kiss nobody's ass to get what I need. Now, if I kiss some ass, it's because I'm being sexual. I'm being freaky. I'm tossing a little salad. And sometimes that's all I eat is my salad for the main entree, depending on how I'm feeling. But I do that at my own discretion. You understand? I'm not in the ATRs to kiss nobody ass because I done already paid my dues and I've already gained the knowledge. Now, if you want to be made look like a fool and you want to be roasted by me, by all means, sir and ma'am. But I don't give people a reason to have issues with me. It's when people are jealous and envious. Because I'm good to people. And I'm good to spirits. I give the energy that I give out to my own. Just like they can compete with my inlay and my obata. And I just got it. And y'all seen my altar. I went out and bought a whole nother table for obata and inlay. So they got my orishas and my cauldrons don't do bunk beds. They don't have to share spaces with other spirits and entities. My house big enough and my church big enough. Do you understand? My cauldrons ain't got to have the bunk bed experience. They not piled on each other. I can afford the religion and the spiritual practices that I'm in. And you're not going to handle me no less than. So I offer my website to men and melanated people. If you have not got your membership in my Haitian Voodoo, my Orisha, or my Palo, that's the safest way to go and to learn and say to yourself, is this something I really want to practice? Because once you get initiated in these ATRs, it's for life. It's for life. And so therefore, if you know that you want to have a better understanding of something before you enter into it, then I think this is the most safest route for Black American people. It's not the only route, and you still don't have to go through me. You can listen to my videos, but those that come through me, I'm the people that I bring in. I was just talking to another saint, and now after what happened to me, I'm apprehensive. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm keeping it 1,000. There's things that I would let ride when you fuck with me. But when you fuck with my children, I'm gonna act different. If I bring a member of my church to you and you try some fuck shit like that, I'm gonna lose it. If I bring a godchild to you and you try some fuck shit with me, I'm a different person. Me as a person is one thing. Me as a parent, my ability to be psychotic as a parent will astound you. You fuck with my family, I will lose it on you. And I don't care. I don't care if I destroy everything that your generation ever built. And I'm not saying this behind nobody's back, and I don't want nobody to be scared because I don't do fear monger. I'm just telling you, if you come through me and somebody try some shit, you ain't gonna have my experience that my Padrino keep quiet until it's some shit he don't like. No, if they say some shit to you as my godchild that I don't like, you ain't got to speak for yourself. I speak. My kids ain't never had to stand up. Not for that. Because that's my child. What the fuck you mean? Oh, you taking it? No. You don't tell me how to handle shit for my children. How you handle your kids or your family, that's your business. But you come over here with that fuck shit, you gonna have to straighten me. And bitch, I'm hard to straighten. And I'm being real with people. And now that I'm retired, I got time. That's why I tell you, a lot of y'all been paying for these pastors, male or female, to be home and to take care of the church, your spiritual need, and you can't get. My members don't have that problem. And they ain't even paying for me to be home. My retirement paying for me to be home. And I still ain't gonna let you. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna be a shepherd. I'm gonna be the apostle. I'm gonna be the Tata. I'm gonna be the goddamn Citadel. And you fuck with my godchildren? I'm not him. I'm not him. I'm just telling you. So when you see me slow walking things, cause I got to make sure I can keep my shit. A lot of people got into it with me behind Mario because I didn't like how they was handling Mario, son of a chosen. It's one thing when you do it to me, I'm in a place. But if I feel like you trying to fuck over somebody that I love or they depending on me, I'm gonna show my natural black ass on you. And I don't care what becomes of anything. I really don't. Most of the people that had a bad experience with me was behind Mario. When you were doing some fuck shit to Mario, I'm do some fuck shit to you. He might not know, but I do. He might can't conjure, but I can. And he might not can't put his foot in your ass, but I got a set of 10s that I have no problem. I will put on a brand new pair of shoes and kick you in your ass. I do it in style and with class. But you gonna wear this foot in your ass behind anything. So I know it look prosperous over here and I know it look blessed over here. But there's some consequences when you come fucking around over here. Okay, I just going to be honest. I said I was gonna keep it 1,000. I'm a different type of spirit when I'm a parent. The psychology, the methodology get real strange real fast. My mama like that. She'll tell you, I say, why you got a problem with them calling me this and that? You done said it. She said, you my goddamn, I had you out my pussy. I'm your mama, you ain't mine. I can say whatever goddamn thing I want to say to your ass. But somebody else, my family like that. You don't know how mentally unstable I can be as a parent. So don't come over here with the bullshit and talking about you gonna do what did my guy try? My member to who? You in what army? These other people out here running, I ain't gonna be running around here trying to tag team and find nobody to go to war. I'm gonna go to war by my goddamn self. So long as you keep it cute and demure, we ain't gonna have no problems. If you keep it cute and demure in these spiritual streets, we ain't gonna have no problem. But if you come with that fuck shit, cause they don't have to mean that to you, they mean that to me, and that's the shit you gonna have to worry about. It ain't about what you value them as. It's that I value them like that. And if I value them like that, I don't want you fucking with my roach. I'm talking about the roach that has already been killed by my raid. I don't want you to take his body and do a fuck thing with it. I'm gonna get rid of his ass. Leave my shit alone. That's how I feel. God bless you.